All right, good afternoon, students. So you have gone through a review in anticipation for the Unit 4 assessment. The Unit 4 assessment for your class is either going to be held on Thursday or on Friday. It depends on whether your class is an A day or a B day. So as I said, you've gone through the review, but does that mean that you're really prepared for the test? I don't know. That depends on how well you did on the review. How many words, how many terms were you familiar with? How many did you not know? All right. So that's an individual thing. Okay. So make certain that you are using those vocabulary words that we've been going over every day in class. You have access to all of those documents and all of those vocabulary words and definitions. You also, depending on whether or not you completed your binder, you also have access to your binder with those words and definitions. You've also used those words and definitions, well, really the words in a sentence. All right. So that can also help you to retain, recall, and be able to use those terms on the test. Another thing for you all to consider is the following. I want you to have a full understanding of devolution. For instance, what causes devolution? In lesson 4.4, so if you are in Google Classroom, what you could do is go to 4.4. It is titled Devolution. You see that there are um, four links, if you will, available to you. Going ahead and click on 4.4 Devolution Classwork. That will give you this. All right. So there are definitions for you here. Make certain that you understand all of these definitions from devolution all the way down to irredentism. If I were you, what I would do is I would work on this classwork one more time. Even though you might have done it in class, make certain that you go over it all on your own once more. So, in order for you to complete this, you also need to open this document, 4.4 Devolution Classwork. It's Google Sheets. When you open it, it will look like this. All right. So, the landing page will send you basically to Spain. Let me make this larger. Let's see if I can delete this so you can see it. All right. So sends you to Spain. You also have India, Canada, the Caucasus, East Timor, Nigeria. All of these places have obviously experienced devolution. So the question or the thing that you need to understand is what causes devolution? How did devolution affect those individual countries? The next thing for you to consider is lesson 4.6, centripetal and centrifugal forces. All right. Review lesson 4.6, the presentation and the classwork involved. We've covered countries that have figured out how to stay together and others that had to separate. All right. And this is what that document looks like. Again, make certain that you're familiar with all of these terms from centripetal force all the way down to ethno nationalism. Also, make certain that you're able to recall the reasons why countries experience centripetal and centrifugal forces. And as before, what I would suggest you do is you go through this particular lesson all over again. Even though you might have already answered it, what I would do is I would delete it real quick or make a copy of it, then delete it so that you can go over it one more time. Make certain that you have a good understanding of these words and terms. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I will be happy to help you. You have a test tomorrow and or on Friday. All right. So I really do want you to succeed. So please, please, please take this opportunity to study for your test. Have a good one.